I talked about life is like fishing in one of my last videos, but I really want to get into it, like into it. You know what I'm saying? I want to really harp down on it. Welcome back to the Life Tools Podcast with me, HV Life Coach, where we talk about how to awaken, reset, and transform your mindset, habits, and life for more positive, ideal results. Listen to this. Life is a lot like fishing. And if you haven't been fishing before, don't worry. I'm going to break this down so you can understand completely. Life is like fishing. You have a pole. I have a pole, right? And that fishing pole, fishing stick, whatever you want to call it, it has a line or a cast, right? And then at the end of that line, it has a hook. You throw the pole out, you cast it out, right? And what happens is with that momentum, it flings the hook and the bait way over there. It's on a string and it lands into the water. Boop. When it goes into the water, bloop, right? It stays there and you're waiting for a fish to come pull on the line, grab the bait and pull on the line, and you start feeling it. Then you start reeling it in because you feel the tug, and it's so hard and so strong that you know something or you believe something's on the line. So you start pulling it in. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, and you get it. Sometimes you have something, sometimes you don't. Here's what happens, right? You get the fish, or sometimes you don't get the fish. Now, let me explain how that's like life. In life, you have an idea. You have a realm in the imagination where you produce an idea. And that's like that's like you going out there and sending this signal, casting out this idea into the ocean, the realm of possibilities, right? And because you believed this idea was possible, you went out and took action to cast, right? So you threw the fishing line out there with the cast, with the hook, with the bait, and you're waiting, hoping to catch a fish. You don't immediately reel it in. What you do is you wait. You wait patiently for a tugging on the line. You'll feel it. You're gonna feel a little tugging on the line. And you might think it's nothing, so you wait a little bit strong. You wait a little bit more. You hold the fishing rod to make sure that nothing pulls the actual rod, but you feel a little tug, and you wait for it to be a strong tug. When you feel that strong tug, that's when you start pulling it, right? You start reeling it in. This is like life, right? So the casting out is the idea. You send the idea out into the world, out to the universe, out to the prayer to God, whatever it is you it is, right? You imagine you have an idea, boom. Now you feel inside of you a tug. It might start off small, then it gets bigger. At that point, you take action. You start reeling it in. You start bringing it closer to you because you're taking action to reel it in, right? So you only take that action to reel it in when you feel that tug on the line. So what your imagination will do is it'll have an idea, and internally inside your body, you'll feel that tug, that momentum, that pull, that push, that there's something that just drives you, right? It guides you, directs you. You feel it. It's deep. It's impactful. It's sensational, right? And what you do is you start taking action. You take action, and sometimes you get the result you want. You get the fish. Other times you caught like a boot in the river. Other times you caught like a piece of seaweed. Other times there's nothing on the line. Other times it's a different animal. It's not a fish. It might be a crab or something, right? You don't give up just because things didn't work out. You don't give up just because you didn't get what you wanted. You go and you cast again until you get the fish. Here's the thing about life, though, right? Again, it's still like life. Sometimes you're in the wrong lake. There's no fish over there that you want to catch, or there's not enough fish over there, or there's not enough big fish over there, or it's the wrong type of fish, or you have the wrong type of bait, or you have the wrong type of fishing rod. A lot of times you have to get prepared with the right fishing rod, right, the right equipment, um, and or go change the environment you're in. Maybe you have to go to a different lake or a different pond or a different river or a different ocean. Sometimes you're having you're reeling it in too fast. Sometimes you're not reeling it in fast enough. Sometimes the line gets cut or snipped. Sometimes the fishing pole gets taken into the body of water by whatever animal it is or whatever thing is holding onto it. So you don't give up. You keep trying again and again. You might have to find a new location. You might have to try different bait. You might have to try a different rod. You might have to try a different skill set. That is life. You have to keep trying, but you have the gifts inside of you, the imagination and the intuition, the spirit, the feeling, the desire to imagine whatever world you want to have, and then feel that tug inside of you, and then take action because of that. Again, it may not always work out the way you want it to, but you gain lessons, you gain skills on how to get better at the job, at the skill of life. You get better at fishing. This is exactly the same. Life and fishing are so similar. That's why a lot of people will take life lessons from nature, from what they do. When we put our children in sports, or when you've been in sports, you're not supposed to be in sports to just be in sports. Some people do, but you're supposed to do it because it gives you foundational principles for life: teamwork, leadership, learning how to follow, learning how to work as one, do something greater than you can do by yourself, collaboration, um, whatever like, release your anger, channel your emotions, channel your intentions, channel your desires, discipline yourself, lead yourself, execute on commands. There's so many different things you can learn from sports. Whatever it is you've gained, that's a lesson. Same thing with other facets in life. So life is like fishing. Life is also like a lot of other things. Life is beautiful. At the end of the day, all you can do is be intentional and learn from the things you've had. So I want you to start imagining, start feeling inside of you what you're imagining and what pulls you, what drives you. And when you feel that tug on the line, start taking action to reel in that desire, reel in that dream, make it a reality. And maybe you'll catch a fish that you desire, maybe you won't, maybe you catch something else. But in the same time, you'll always gain something, you'll always learn something, you'll always become something better than you were before. So don't give up, stay persistent, be patient. Not all the times it happens immediately. Sometimes people are sitting in the water all day until they catch that big one. Okay? You got this. Stay blessed, stay beautiful. Peace.